now I want to know, how do the relationships between you three push and sort of create the storylines that we're going to see in this movie between reality and then the fantasy landscape?
You mean how do those worlds collide?
No, how do your characters define the stories that we're seeing in the show?
Well, it is purely a character-driven story, if that answers your question, and really examines the concept of, as Jen's been saying, good versus evil, and time, and love, and we've really made these characters incredibly flawed and relatable, I think, and have been able to really ground a fantastical, high-concept, very stylized story in that.
What is the reality part of the show compared to the fantasy part? Because I hear the fantasy, I know what that is, but what is the reality part?
Interestingly, we're asking people to buy that they're both real. So the idea is that every fairy tale character ever written actually exists and is actually real, and there is a universe that or a forest, an enchanted forest that they exist in, and that their happy endings are true, and they are as real as reality is.
And then more real for us. That is our real world.
That is their actual reality. And then reality as we know it is, people going about their day and they have their jobs, and happy endings aren't always guaranteed there. Things can fail and things can go wrong, and you have to work very hard to overcome adversity, and sometimes evil wins in reality. So when everyone from the Enchanted Forest is forced to live without the guarantee of their happy ending, there's a lot of damage and a lot of humanity that's revealed in that. I don't know if that answers your question.
I like that answer. Now, are you playing not the same characters, but you're playing characters in both worlds, or are some of you in one world and some of you in...
The real world that Jen was describing, this modern day world, is a world in which all of the fairy tale characters have been cursed into forgetting who they are, what they want, who they love. And so we've all sort of been created by the evil queen and her curse. We're all the qualities of... we're made up of qualities. We're like amalgamations of qualities that she would want us to have. So for instance, Snow White ultimately, wants true love, and that is the one thing that she will never be able to achieve in the real world, because there are no more happy endings. That is the curse. So does that answer?
Well, it's all our purgatory.
Yes,
basically.
it's all our purgatory.
And to try to put it simpler, who they are in the fairy tale land is, yes, who they are in reality. They just have had totally different experiences. So you're seeing two versions of the same life. You're seeing a version of the life with a happy ending, and you're seeing the same life without the guarantee of a happy ending. So,
but we've completely forgotten what our histories are, what our life experiences.
But your traits as a human being are still coming through in reality.